What up, everybody? It's Ponter here, and today we've got special video. This is going to be a match mode video. Unfortunately, I am not playing this match. It was sent to me by Kickapoo, and apparently this was the craziest Seaside match, so I'm sorry it's another Seaside game. We just saw a quick one, although the last one I posted was kind of just I just happened to have recorded a 5-minute stomp, and I figured I might as well upload it. So this is going to be a nice full crazy game on Seaside that we've all been waiting for. And just a little bit of an update, the match mode scene has seen a crazy renewal. Also, like the actual, like there's been full servers of pubs, there's been full servers of match modes, quite a lot more. It's just like we hit that critical mass where there's just enough players willing to play, and they're playing for long periods of time. So lots and lots of good games have been played. I've played some, and I've just been smacked with a ton of replays. I'm doing this one because Kickapoo sent it to me, and I feel bad not doing a video. But I'm just getting this out of the way because there's even crazier games. Like this one's already been out crazied, I think. I can't remember how crazy this one was, but I've got some crazy ones. So there's just going to be a lot more content down the pipe, assuming I can actually find some time to do some recording. And speaking of time, I'm just going to speed this up. There's no real interesting discussions going on. It's a 4v4, which is always fun. And we've got a real good team here. Both teams are pretty good. Lots of Smurfs that I can't keep track of them all. We know Blitz, we know Kid A. Anal X is an OG player, and I can't remember. I heard his name, but I can't remember what it is. I don't really know. I don't think I know who this guy is. But he's a good player. He knows what he's doing. And on the USSR side, we've got Majestics on air, which is a very dangerous air player. Cappuccino, I don't know who that is. If you want, I'm assuming that's a Smurf. Like, again, they know their business. Got Spirit Gun on inf, so the classic Spirit Gun versus Kickapoo competition. And then combo, I think that's General X. I can't keep track of all these fucking Smurfs, guys. General X, if you're combo, let me know. It's just ridiculous, all the Smurfs. And a 4v4 on this map is super comfy. I think actually the last game I just showed was a 4v4 on Seaside, but we love them. I love 4v4s. They're a little less complex, but at the same time, they're just more pure. You know, it's less. It's important. Oh yeah, and that was a nice kill. Nice snipe by Mr. Crappuccino over here. If you saw, that guy got fragged out of existence. Beautiful. This guy's an OG player. Like, the OGs love the medium tanks, and they're good at... Oh, it died. But the OG players love medium tanks, especially on this map in particular. Oh, and man, the air player just got wiped. But Blitz, I think he sacked his choppers for the hope of the quick cap, and still no caps gone on. But yeah, about the 4v4s, and maybe I'll do a video about this specifically. It's a very different kind of skill set, I would say, for 5v5s. So like a 5v5, there's like a meta strategy in terms of what roles should be used in certain circumstances. So like on a certain map, if you have a certain matchup, these are the roles that you should use. And you really have to think about that, and you have to have a really tight and trusting team to be able to constantly switch. And man, look at that awesome support network there, just completely shutting out the air. Yeah, you have to have a really good coordinated team in a 5v5, because somebody has to recognize and look, are they going to get the cap here? And is Kickapoo going to get on the back? Oh, somebody has to recognize in a 5v5, okay, now is the time to switch. So-and-so, you switch, and you know, this is what you go as. And in a lot of the ad hoc match modes we do with like players who like don't know each other or they don't have good comms, that's a challenge. And also a lot of players, especially the ones who are new to the match mode scene, they might not know the right coordinated kind of set of roles that you want to do. And So there was a big decap there, but notice USSR has not got the cap yet. So the teams without that experience are at a disadvantage in 5v5s, and it's really telling. You get, people just pick the wrong matchups and they don't switch, and then you get destroyed. 4v4s, it's not about that. There's no stupid medium air. There's no switching at all, and it's just mono a mono. Like, are you the best infantry player? You better be, or else you're gonna fucking lose town and lose the game. Or like, are you the better armor player? Can you play the whole map? Are you? And then the support air combination or like competition is much more pure because the support player can't rely on a medium air player, and the air player can't rely on doing the dirty double air bang and just killing everything. And there's a lot more space for maneuver, and there's a lot more necessity for things like split air. And also the support player really has to cover the whole map and has to worry about the contingency of, if an air player gangs up and just hits me in one area, can I support all my AA there and not get wiped out? So lots of things to consider in 4v4s, and that's why I like them so much. Also, the 4v4 server seems to be a lot more stable, so we end up playing here. And so far in this, it's been a dead heat. Like, and that's what you get a lot in 4v4s, a lot of stable games, but oh, what a cap. Real big, massive mistake from the armor and infantry players not to be sitting on that point. Like, when you have a neutral point, you got to have like a para in there or a para in there and a tank. I know there's like air flying around and stuff, but you got to be ready to prevent the cap there. And Cappuccino's doing the correct thing and decapping. Like, you can't let USA sit on anything. And in the meantime, there's just been a little back and forth over on the beach. And notice Kide is really committing a lot, and there's no tank here shooting her. And it seems like the tank got pulled away, and this critical AT is really frustrating the armor player, and they get a nice cap. Very good stuff from USSR to kind of pull it out of the fire. That was aggressive armor. Unfortunately, they kind of sacrificed the armor position at beach to get it. And are we going to get a decap immediately? Yeah, immediate decap, because they know. And this is another thing. When do you do the decaps? Like, you have to think, look at this infantry position that Kickapoo has. It's just so much inf there. He's got like 6 drops sitting there. He could use another couple ATs. And oh my god, they decap and recap again. Oof. So yeah, they know they have a strong position. Might as well decap. And then they said, fuck it, we're going to YOLO and do a whole cap ourselves. So even though Cappuccino is doing really good keeping this tank alive, I would say this guy's really struggling to kind of cover the rest of the map. And then look, immediately, we're pressuring town. We've got beach lockdown. What do we do next? Cluster and drop here. Amazing, amazing. And the trick with this, like, the sooner the better to do this. Because notice, Spirit Gun has got the drops down first. And by 15 seconds, and like, that's all he needs. He's going to be able to do some clutch anti-drop artillery direct to arties there. And in the meantime, oh, I love this from Analex. Just tossing lights. Just chuck the lights in, and yeah, look, Kickapoo. Yeah, he can't do anything. Like, he lands the second later. He's doing TAs and shit. Like, second later, boom, 2 drops are dead. But they do get a cap in town. And pulling the air away, pulling the armor away. And he's still got a drop back there. So, but looking here, and here comes the nuke. So it's 12:30. Everyone's scattering like rats. Yeah, there's the nuke. I mean, that's expected. You're losing town. And another thing that, oh yeah, and there's oh no, not this guy, the captain survived, and he's just getting nuked in the face again. When you're losing town as a team, like the infight, specifically, you just might as well just fucking nuke. This nuke is a little premature, I think. I would almost prefer to let this nuke kind of peter out a little bit, and then let them spawn, and then chuck in a bunch of units, and then you nuke them to like really do some damage. But you also have to be cognizant of neutralizing any tick advantage. And look, Analex is actually doing some aggressive drops over here. I like that. That's a good That's good stuff. I wonder what... I'm kind of scared to look at what this clan actually is. Oh, and it doesn't even deny. That's a tragedy. He decaps instead. Oh, that's tough. That's like a huge net swing in terms of TA. And then we've got drop battles going. So Kickapoo did another wave of drops, and man, he's not faring well. He did clip that guy. He's gonna clip this guy. Oh. No. Ooh, maybe he got him. But are they gonna get town? Yes, they are. Oh man, and like, so that's a big L for the USSR guys. Not even getting, like, they couldn't convert that their nuke into any caps, and they were just like, they're lucky to get this basically. And let's see what this guy is. I can't even look at his clan. Oh yeah, I can only do that live. Well, if you're curious, you can look it up yourselves. I'm sure it's not offensive to anybody. Yeah, can we get some cooperative air action to kill the scouts? No. Blitz is like a child with ADHD. He's just got to go and kill the AA right to the face and the forts that are going to get destroyed anyways. And yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not the best decision making from... And... Great play by Anal X. Like, he's sitting on the point, preventing the cap again, buying time. Can the air kill this light tank? Oh, and Cappuccino, why are you getting off? Crappuccino, man. That's a real Crappuccino move right there. Like, you gotta sit on that point and just fucking yell at your air player to kill that. Because that is just yet another... Man, the USSR team in this game has really struggled on the caps of town. And, you know, that's really telling. Like... It really hurts a team when you can't get the cast of town, especially as USSR. You know, it really is your point to take, I feel. And look at this. Decapping. I couldn't get the cap, but they did get a decap. And again, this is just pulling attention away. Like, the air is distracted. The inf is distracted. I mean, they're also committing. And this is the kind of the result of over-committing. Oh, but a denial. What a denial. Beautiful. And look, this is split air, guys. That's split air right there. And that split air was so clutch because it allowed the rest of the team to collapse back. And he's going in for another one. That's some Chad air. He sacked the Captain Chopper. Can he prevent the cap, though? No, he can't. I don't know about killing the Chopper for that, but... I mean, it would have been really cool if he could have prevented the cap. But he did a lot of preventions anyways. But now, yeah, now he's got to get over to the beach, clear that shit. And it looks like USSR has finally stabilized. Like, town is gone. The infantry advantage in this matchup between Kickapoo and Spirit Gun has been negated. Look at the score difference. Kickapoo and Spirit Gun just, you know, more than 100% outscoring the infantry player. It's kind of reversed. Like, their armor is way outscoring this team's infantry. Wow, and like a Star Truck. No, oh, it died. Okay. And finally, Anal X is doing. This is his first paras really of the game. I didn't really see that many in town. Like, Kickapoo at first and flooded it. And oh shit! Massive esports combo drops. Cappuccino and Spirit Gun have dropped down here, and it's looking really bad for the USA team now. Like, they're actually really dominant over here, and they're not doing anything about it. Like, they're just sitting there staring at empty CPs. I guess they're too busy panicking about this and panicking over here and trying to panic over in the town. Like, this should be sitting on this point. Like, you gotta prevent some cheeky caps there. And oh man, it's so frustrating when, like, you're in a situation, you got a unit, and there's 4 paras all around it, and you need to get on a point to cap it, and you just know you're gonna get direct RD'd if you go there. But like, the monkey part of your brain is just like, I must cap, I must go there, I don't care, and then boom, you get a direct RD right on your face, and it just happens every time. It's very frustrating, especially against these like crack infantry players and crack armor players who are just really good at paras. Oh man, look at that star AA, damn, and a star. Is that a star? Yeah. So yeah, USSR major comeback, and maybe a heavy tank over here would be good. But again, it's so hard to put heavies on flanks when the air can just come and kill you immediately. And like support is so stretched so much. Like support is trying to cover this whole line all the time, and then like Majestics can just dive any place of his choosing and BTFO people. And finally, research gets capped. A nice collaborative cap there. And these flank plays are really all that's working out for USA right now. They've lost the town. It's getting forted up probably. Yeah, it's getting forted up. That's not good. Yeah, you can plug away at it with tanks from a distance. And they're still working on gas station. But once you kill the buildings, gas station's pretty easy to hold. I mean, the sniper in the classic single player sniper in the tower, you know, Lee Harvey Oswald is up here. Yeah, there he's just chilling. He's like daring these guys to get out of the towns or get out of the buildings, and then boom, caps of the and more slamming light tanks into the town. You can't go wrong, guys. Just as an armor player, you know, I don't think things are going too great. I'm gonna slam some lights in the town, and you know, this is gonna happen. This is the correct response. If somebody's slamming light tanks in the town on you, drop some heavy RDs. And man, this constant drop battles over here, like such a very high level play from these guys. And this is what, this is why people play match modes, you know, because like pubs, you don't get this stuff. Like it's so, you know, pubs are just so stupid. Like half the time, it's just people blowing TA on dumb shit and, you know, wasting everybody's time by like being absolute idiots. But this is like just constant drops, constant, you know, everybody is sharing TA all the time. You know, this guy's dumping TA and then he's immediately asking for TA. Everyone's just dumping TA on Kickapoo. It's great stuff. You know, and look, now we got light tanks getting slammed in on the USA side, and with the combo drops, excellent. This is so frustrating. Did you see that combo drop? That's 10 TA. It banged up, like, it killed half a fort. You know? But they still get the decap, and the comeback. The comeback's real. Oh, yeah, they dropped over here again. That's a USSR. A light tank is going to get dropped directly on those dudes. They're going to get squished. Aggressive AA. Oh, man, you love to see it. Maybe this reminds me of... That's like some Peru level AA, like aggressive aggro AA. But I'm almost positive that's General X. Like stop smurfing, guys. Like I don't smurf, you know, that you know of. Like it's so confusing, man. Like, and there's no advantage to it. Like, and there is another. That's what Zog Anal X was saving for. The critical. How do we like? And like the game, look at the score here. It's dead even. Like it went from a huge advantage for USA. USSR clawed their way back. I don't know if this was necessarily the best move because there's a lot of poor Spirit Gun getting spawn raped by the drops. Because like USA is getting hurt really badly on the flanks, and that's where USSR is getting all their tick. Like they can barely hold town as USSR. Like. And USA is not getting into town. And look, USSR is going to do tank drops directly on the points into an artillery barrage. This is the correct move by the support player to block it. And Blitz is cognizant of the critical nature of the town, and he went and helped out with his one chopper. But USSR has finally... So that nuke was a whiff. I think it would have been better to do massive drops between infantry and armor. Should have just done 80 TA worth of drops somewhere or everywhere. You know, do drops on the beach. Look at the split air. Fucking look, you got air spawn raping. We got air watching beach. Crazy level. And look, air to air action. Crazy level of play from both of these air players. They're really pulling out all the stops. Can he saving Private Kickapoo part 2? Can he prevent the decap? No, he can't. Not enough missiles. And man, they're pushing it over even further. Like, this is the biggest lead that USSR has had this whole game. More light tanks. You love to see it. Yeah. Splitting them off. Like, you just spawn those light tanks, slap the space bar to select them, push them into town, and then split them off kind of where they're needed. You know, that's good stuff. Not sharing the CPs. There's no time for sharing at this point. Yeah, fuck sharing. And he's running into his own cluster. This is the kind of aggression you need. You know, that's the only way you're going to win these kind of last minute games. Like, just super uber aggression. Oh, that's unfortunate. The clutch TAs, though. The clutch TAs on both sides. Kickapoo's not going for it. He's going for it now. He's not waiting. And boom, the comeback. Major league comeback. Cleaning up the drops here. Constant pressure on research. Constant pressure on beach. And constant pressure on town. And that's how you really clutch these games. You got to attack everywhere. You got to spread out your enemy. And you have to be relentless in these. Like, you can't just, like, give up when one push doesn't work. You got to keep trying. Like, Kickapoo's dropping this relentlessly. Even though his drops are just getting fucked on, like, a lot. Like, they were barely surviving, but he just keeps going, keeps going. And, yeah, heavy air supports. Oh, yeah, putting them away with the light tank drops. That's beautiful. And, yeah, that is a good game. It's not as close. I got some closer games. I got some even better games. I'm just doing this because Kickapoo is going to feel bad that I didn't do it. But yeah, that's a sweaty game. And they're only going to get sweatier, guys. Like, super sweaty match modes are going to be on the board. Like, I've got this one. Seaside 5v5 armored into meds. That's coming up. I still have to do a bunch of 1v1s. You know, that's on the docket. You know, for Dexter. I've got all of Dexter's replays. Just did this one. Got some double inf ones for you inf lovers. That's gonna be good. And some more mediums. I don't know. So there's gonna be some content. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. And definitely come out for the match modes. Like, if you're looking for competitive games, if you were like, I don't want to play Wick because everyone sucks now and the pubs are lame, you know, come out when we're playing match modes because there's some quality games. Anyways, later, guys.